catamaran for the sole purpose of collecting the alien creatures. At first, I made a retractable grappling hook that was going to work off of 2 independent strings, one to lift it up and down, and one to pull the arms up to catch the creatures, and then we can release it to drop them into the pool. Once we found out that they were actually moving, we redesigned it and went with another plan. Just like a little box, have them come up and we'll snap it closed and lift that. We're currently in the process of reworking the catamaran, so it's not above the surface. So we're gonna try and get it to be a secondary robot that can go underwater and catch the creatures and bring them back to the observation pool.
On this side of the robot, we have the data logger, which is powered by this motor. We've got a gearbox that we built. It has a custom fitting here so that we actually fit on the part that needs to spin. We actually built the whole thing. We had the custom piece here. We built the gearbox, and we also built another gearbox, which is on his catamaran. The motors here, they spin really fast, so we need to gear them down so that it has enough power to, in his case, lift things, and in this case, have enough power to spin.
Some safety features on the robot. The 48-volt supply, which was used previously for power converters recently, is fused for overcurrent. HP controller is protected with a 20-amp fast flow fuse, due to just because we don't want to kill our speed controllers or our robot in case there's a stall or a failure. We use Anderson power poles as shown on the right. When mated in a configuration, they can't be mated to another, plus they're color coded. So it makes it really easy to not plug things into each other in the dark that don't belong. Subsystems on the robot are individually fused. That's also in the diagram we have that we can pass out. The Arduino on board acts as an additional, as it doesn't receive communication from the surface, it disables the entire robot.
This year we didn't have to spend as much money due to donations of parts and money for purchasing what we couldn't manufacture ourselves. So we spent less than we have ever before. I think last year's robot cost like $6,500. And so this year we could use parts from the old robot, manufacture new parts, and spend the money we did have on tools, which is where the majority of our money went. So this is by far our best and cheapest robot.
As I mentioned before, one of our purpose of the team is to do outreach events to kind of spread our things to the community, to schools, different teams, and we do that mainly through FIRST. Actually, several of us actually came from FIRST teams, and during the spring season of FIRST, of course, you have 6 weeks to build a robot, and we kind of take those 6 weeks and put ours not completely on hold, but we get less done on this because we were at high schools across the area, and you could see just the long list of teams that we helped out during their season. And then several of us were at the first regional. I was in Houston at the time, so I was a robot inspector because I had to be first. And then we also hosted our own little kind of mini competition to help, one, get new members for our team, and also to fill up the gap in the fall. Because this was mainly built in the spring, so in the fall we hosted our own little underwater competition at ASU, and we had a lot of fun. And doing outreach events like this, it helps us remember why and how we got into robotics and engineering in the first place. Some mentor, someone someday came to every single one of us and said, check out this robot. And I'd like to be that exact same voice that got us into it to other kids, local, high school, grade school, and it's a lot of fun. So we would like to thank everyone here at NERC for providing us with this competition. A great game this year, we really enjoy it. And of course NASA Space Grant and ASU for giving us mentors, facility, and the Mars Space Flight facilities where we work. And our mentor, Dr. Philip Christensen, our machinist, and some of our other advisors. And of course all of our sponsors, because like Jamie said, a lot of our money this year, almost all of it came from donations. And it is from all these amazing sponsors that have given us the opportunity to make this robot, and a huge hit.